Bravo team, entry secure. Move in and take positions. Quiet. Did you hear that? This is Lee. Give me status. Always clear. There's nothing here, Sam. What the hell? Son of a bitch! Please, I'm swinging around left. No!
Warning, coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Marine, Bravo team is down. Their operational status is unknown. They were carrying a military transmission card. It's vital you retrieve that card as it contains encoded data needed to send the distress signal to the fleet. Your last hope to get reinforcements. Find that card and find its past.
Attention, all personnel evacuate the facility. Warning, coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Paul Rad, Chief Technical Officer for the Enpro facility. During my weekly inspection of the coolant system, I discovered yet another safety violation. As I've stated repeatedly, our service manuals must be followed to the letter. Now this includes changing back filters for the coolant system on schedule, and not when maintenance gets around to it. As you know, unclean back filters will create pressure inside the coolant system's release tube. Even a minor disruption in a release tube can dislodge or destroy a coolant rod, overheating the core, and possibly sending the entire facility up in smoke. Now let me be clear, if I see this again, the team responsible will be transferred to sewage treatment before the day is over. Paul Rad, Chief Technical Officer for the Enpro facility. I appreciate UAC's concerns following the number of stress-related illnesses spreading throughout the base. However, I don't understand why we require such a large detail of armed security in Enpro. We may disagree, but I trust my team's mental condition far more than whatever programming is running inside those boxes. Which brings me to the reason for this report. Today, one of my best engineers, Patrick Thomas, was nearly shot when a bot refused his clearance. That's right, shot. Luckily, a nearby team from maintenance caught up to it and smashed it with a pipe wrench before it could chase Pat down. Now, it'll be days before he's ready to return to work, and I don't think he'll ever get him close to one of those bots again. Our jobs are difficult enough without needing to avoid getting shot. We're going to be treated like prisoners. I respectfully request that you afford us the courtesy of being guarded by people instead of machines.
Warning, coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels. Warning. Coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels. Service bridge now operational.
This is the audio log of weapon analyst Teresa Chazar, dated November 3rd, 2145. I'm pleased to report that the preliminary tests on the ammo storage in the new Mach 3 plasma gun has far exceeded our expectations. We've realized a full 50% gain in the storage capacity of ammo packs as a result of utilizing techniques engineered in the Alpha Lab's molecular compactor. I believe with the ongoing compaction research, we will reach our goal of 3 times the plasma storage currently available in standard ammo packs. I'd also like to mention that all of the employees here at the Enpro plant have been very helpful and quite eager to accommodate all of my requests. For security reasons, I've locked the plasma gun and the extra ammo in locker 063 with door code 972. End of log.
Attention. All personnel evacuate the facility. Hazard doors sealed. Please contact plant management for immediate assistance. Warning. Reactor core temperature 235 degrees Celsius. Attention. All personnel evacuate the facility. Warning. Reactor core temperature 585 degrees Celsius. Warning. Reactor core temperature beyond acceptable levels.
Marines, you gotta find that transmission card. If Swan gets his hands on it, I don't know what he'll do.
Warning, reactor core temperature 900 degrees Celsius.
Do you see the card?
No, sir.
Okay, let's get to the communications facility. We can stop the transmission from there.
Whatever you say, Counselor.
Bullet Rod 2 online. Hazard doors now open.
Just terrible enemy then, so easy to kill. Oh look where my teleporter is. Oh here. Bye. Stupid things.
Steve Hammer, service technician. Since Private Swenson wigged out, shot up that drink machine, then lit himself up with a plasma gun, we've all been a bit nervous. All of us in maintenance knew he was losing it. Finally...
Hey. Over here. We were hit. I don't know how much farther I can go. Here. Take the transmission card. We can't stay here. Isn't safe. We better move.
That's Dempsey from Cub Zombies, that was. I have a video of these guys now.
Steve Hammer, service technician. Since Private Swenson wigged out, shot up that drink machine, then lit himself up with a plasma gun, we've all been a bit nervous. All of us in maintenance knew he was losing it. Finally, when that darn drink machine wouldn't accept his credits, he lost it. Started swearing up and down, and you had to laugh when that machine lit up, but before any of us could react, he fed himself enough plasma to power an office building. There wasn't enough head to clean up, just vapor. It's a bad thing to happen to anyone. Anyway, I know with all the psych problems we've had lately, we need the additional security, but when the guards start going nuts, I don't know, all this extra weapons and ammunition, I mean, do we really need so much firepower laying around? Well, a couple of us decided to lock up all of the unsecured plasma rounds we could find. The code is 734. I think we'll...
Get your ass to the communications facility as quickly as possible. You gotta get that message to the fleet.
Yes, sir. shit. There we go.
This is the audio log of Controller James Holliday, dated September 24th, 2145. The recent transport issues from Site 3 have caused the board to call a formal inquiry. We'll study weight limits and suggest better ways to provide protection for Site 3 artifacts. Our equipment... Damn it, these PDAs, does anything work with these? Finish this later.
Where's he gonna go? A surprise. Very satisfying. Gun again before I kill him. Paintsaw was fun though. Service lift called to station. Oh, hello. Yeah, bastard. Come on, do it. I'm here. Kill me.
Service lift called to station.
This is the audio log of Officer Ron Ridge dated October 16, 2145. Recent transport tunnel accidents are causing major headaches for both supply and maintenance. Each accident causes an estimated 1 to 3 hour delay in what are mostly time-sensitive shipments. It's becoming evident that certain junctions need safety adjustments as well as recommitment to driving safety by all personnel. The Enpro to Com Center route has shown the biggest increase in accidents over the past 6 months. Safety signs and improved lighting are needed throughout the main junctions over the stretch of tunnels and paths. Absolutely, no recreational vehicle passage should be allowed during peak hours. All personnel should use monorail travel whenever possible to keep cargo shipments flowing smoothly.
bite out of me. Oh, we're here again. Oh, we don't want to be here.
Maintenance exit now accessible.
at the communications facility yet? You gotta get that message to the fleet now. Watch out for Campbell and Swan. Those two agents are gonna hammer up what happens to any of us. I gotta move on.
Power fluctuations in main communications router 48A6. Attempted insulation reroute. Primary communication systems offline. Attempt to configure secondary tower. Failed. Communication system overload. Communications shut down.
Fucking shield. Riot shield. Don't remember that.
Delta System computers are showing all off-base communications down. It's that fool Swan. You're gonna have to find another way to send that message. Make your way to the satellite room and manually establish a link from there. Base schematics are showing the quickest way is through engineering. You can't fail, Marine. Get that message sent.
This is the audio log of Technician Seamus, dated October 16th, 2145. Our relatively new remote module replacement procedures are taking some time for maintenance technicians to adjust to. In the long run, it's a much safer, quicker, and easier method. Once a technician receives a call, he simply locates the problem module and gives a replacement command through the remote terminal located in the main comm block. This will initiate the replacement procedure as well as create a repair report, which notifies the repair team of an incoming module. Some minor repairs can be done on-site with normal equipment. I'm hoping the new system will need less and less use once the source of the recent power fluctuations is located and solved. The system is built to handle most other things with its automated recovery systems.
Looks like he's doing the fucking gorilla dance, him. fate.